So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They'll run it now out of the gun, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go now. 3-19.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hodges. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the 1st down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Allen going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. A 1st chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. 1st and 10 at the 19.
No. Check. Patriot. Over.
Here's Coleman. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Myers now to kick it away.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot! Hot!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. Green 39. Green 39. Hot.
They're going to look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot. Hot.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They'll set up to throw. Stepping up, he'll try and run. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. Back to throw. Flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Coleman now. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Hodges. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, a 22.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Here's Allen on first and 10. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hall. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter as that's a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. The give is to Jones. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready. Strong right. Strong right. Strong right.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. It's Mullins. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield, get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. There to stop him was Carlton Davis. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was playing. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep...
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit him with a screen soon.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39! Over, over! Over, over!
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively it's a dime look, 6 DBs. From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to go for a big play down, and this is caught inside the 5. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Try and run for it on 1st and goal. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game? No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. The Falcons on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Allen. Oh, and this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. In for the score. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that? One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Going right side here, and that's complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards.
A lot of receivers see the drag route as a risk-reward type of a play. The risk, going into the middle of the field where there's some big people who want to hit you. But the reward is oftentimes you get lost in coverage, running a little bit underneath. And when you catch it just right, as we just saw there, the end result can be a big, big play.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll set up a throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. They'll look to throw. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And here a juke. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Hey. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
To the air, Allen looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hodges. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Falcons on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Oh, you got deep? Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
From the gun, Allen. Throw left side complete. It's Hall. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Watch you now, Barney! Barney!
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch you now, Barney. Barney. Over, over, over. Over, over.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. And here's Allen throwing on 3rd and long. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. And Myers able to knock it through. So, all right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie, and you know sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, had a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer. I give him a lot of different angles, a lot of different looks, and a lot of times I just bait the young guy.
And there he baited him right into the interception.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Allen hit. He lost the football. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
him. No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is down to 24. Now McManus on to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. This is Coleman. And he stopped immediately there. Noah Spence in on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or a man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
All right, here we go.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Looking deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on, and it's 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with him.
Coleman, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons continue to pour it on. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Again, it's Jones. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Bucs on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient. Followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Now Jones, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
A give to Jones, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. This is Jones. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 15. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Watch it now, Barney.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Back now in Tampa. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll run it here. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They will run again with Coleman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.